Get ready to craft and create as we look at 5 objects from the Business and Hobbies expansion pack that you need to start using, plus a handful of quick honorable mentions at the end. Let's go. First up is a pair of objects, being the Pottery wheel and the Pottery kiln. And of course these both facilitate the pottery skill. You can use the wheel to craft a range of ceramics, many of which are usable, from vases to planter pots, cake stands, burners, tea sets, sculptures, and more. Once made using the pottery wheel, you'll then be able to make use of your creations, or glaze them using the kiln to choose a nice color scheme for it. And we do love being able to customize what we make. Notably, ceramics can break, but at level 7 of the pottery skill, you can use the pottery wheel to repair them, and even give them a rather beautiful look by doing so. Plus, at level 10 of the skill, you'll be able to glaze your creations with an unbreakable glazing, which, as you probably expected, makes it unbreakable. I mean, it would be awkward if it didn't. Note that the colored glazing and unbreakable glazing are separate, so you'll essentially have to glaze your ceramics twice. Once for color, and again to make it unbreakable. While you can sell your pottery creations for a profit, what really sells pottery to me is that a lot of what you create is usable, from the vases to the planters, cake stands, and more. I mean, who doesn't want to light their incense burner with Provoking Pine Tree for some inspiration? It's a mood. It's Provoking Pine Tree. Next up, we'll take a look at the Sharing is Caring hobby whiteboard, and most notably this lets your sim hold both lectures and classes. You can hold a lecture for any skill that you've reached level 5 in, or alternatively level 3 for minor skills. And while lectures won't earn you money, they will mentor any attending sims on the skill being lectured and help them to gain experience in it. The higher a lecturer's skill level, the faster the listeners will gain experience in that skill. Plus, these lectures will often provide attending sims with a moodlet that increases skill gain for that skill. For example, an inspired moodlet when being lectured on pottery. Now, if you're running a small business, then you'll also be able to use the whiteboard to run classes. And for this, you'll want to have the attend classes and lectures business activity enabled so that people actually partake in them. Note that for some skills, you'll also need to have relevant equipment for people to use during your classes. So for example, for pottery, you'll need at least 3 nearby pottery wheels, or for handiness, 3 nearby woodworking benches. Now you can run these yourself or have an employee lead them, and just like lectures, you'll need at least level 5 of a major skill or 3 of a minor skill to run classes. This being said, having an even higher skill level will earn you more money per person attending your class. For example, with a 0% business price modifier, this starts at 120 simoleons per person at level 5 of a skill, and it scales up to 360 per person at level 10 of a skill. Note that with a 100% business price modifier, these prices then double, so running skill classes can be really lucrative. A quick side note though, that classes for minor skills which only go to level 5 do make a little bit less money. Now, employee-led classes are autonomously run by assigning an employee to run classes and ensuring that they have the required skill level and objects to run them. However, if you run a class yourself, then it'll kickstart an event that has class goals, and you'll want to aim to complete these in order to hold a successful class, with higher rated classes seeing participants pay you more. Now there's a flip side to running classes yourself, which is of course paying a fee to attend them. Visiting a small business will see you be able to click on a hobby whiteboard and ask to start an offered class. Again, this will start an event with goals that your sim will want to work towards completing. And throughout the class, your sim will increase their skill level rather quickly and even gain moodlets that boost their skill building for a little while afterwards too. Overall, classes are a rather fun and engaging way to make money or to give your sims a leg up in any skill. The third object we'll take a look at is the deluxe tattoo table, which is very closely linked to the tattooing skill. Now you can use this table to request tattoos from other Sims, as well as offer tattoos to other Sims, leading to Sims gaining permanent tattoos. Well, kind of permanent. You can just remove the tattoos in Create a Sim, or have a Sim use the tattoo table to remove it. Notably, if you choose to first tend a tattoo table, then when you offer tattoos to others, it'll be in exchange for a couple hundred simoleons. If you don't select to tend the tattoo table first, then you'll instead offer others tattoos for free. Also know that with the help of another Sim, you can also use the table to practice tattooing, training up the skill without creating any permanent tattoos. And if you don't have anyone to give you a tattoo, then you can also hire a tattoo artist for 50 simoleons. Now, as you level up the tattooing skill, you'll unlock more tattoo designs that you can make use of, while also increasing the price that you can charge people for your tattooing services. And at level 7 tattooing, you can also touch up tattoos to increase their quality. Now, of course, the tattoo table is essential for setting up a tattoo parlor business. And for this, you'll simply want to tend the table yourself, have an employee with the 10 tattoo table task, or even just hire Sims to tend the table for 50 simoleons during opening hours. The latter kind of feels a bit odd, but also from what I can tell it works. Perhaps tending the table yourself is the most fun though, as you'll get to choose the tattoos that you give to people. Now let's move on to the Sweet Treats Fabricator, and this allows you to use your cooking skill to create all sorts of lollies. These predominantly fit into 3 categories, being lollipops, cotton candy, and cursed jelly beans that look a bit like colored vomit. Yeah, I actually think they look so bad that they should probably go back and redo the jelly beans. Now, most of these candies are just a treat that'll increase your Sim's hunger need and occasionally provide a small moodlet. The most notable candy effects are that of the Plum Bob Swirl Lollipop, which gives your Sim a +2 happy moodlet for 4 hours, and additionally the Sprinkles Galaxy Cotton Candy, which gives Sims who eat it a +2 focused moodlet for 4 hours that suggests an increased chance of your Sim being abducted by aliens. This being said, personally my Sims weren't abducted by aliens after eating this multiple times, so it's hard to say how effective it is. It's also worth knowing that at level 5 Mischief, Sims will also be able to craft shocked candies that give Sims who eat them a rather strong playful moodlet, while also making their voice go weirdly high-pitched and their eyes glow blue. While this moodlet's active, it'll let your Sim choose to bring the lightning on outdoor spaces, which summons a giant lightning strike in that area. While this is very cool, I do need to play devil's advocate and say that this lightning power is recycled from seasons. Overall, the Sweet Treats machine and lollies are just a bit of fun, and they work well for creating a treat store. The final main object we're going to look at is the specialty coffee bar, which I should flag is similar to the espresso bars from Get Together. Now you can use this to make various hot drinks or hire a vendor to run it so that you can order drinks or select treats from them. Though with business and hobbies, its main use is to help you run a cafe, where you can tend the coffee bar or alternatively have a staff member or hired vendor tend it and then serve drinks to customers for a profit. It's honestly a pretty easy way to make your business make a decent amount more money, and having a cafe on the side combines well with a lot of other business types too. The only downside though is that Sims will often leave their coffee and drink cups literally everywhere, and it can become a bit of a cleaning nightmare pretty fast. Now, while we've looked at what I think are 5 of the most important objects from the pack, I do want to quickly race through a few more that I think are worth a brief mention. Firstly, the ticket kiosks. While not overly exciting, they're an important part of this pack as they allow you to set up a business that charges customers for access to the business lot, whether that be a one-time or an hourly payment. Another object this pack has is a street stall that you can stock before tending the table, choosing a markup of up to 300% and then running a yard sale event to sell the goods for often incredibly high prices. Now, while this is cool, there are similar market tables that function identically in the City Living, Eco Lifestyle, and Crystal Creations packs, which is why I haven't highlighted this object more. The pack also brings with it a cooler box that you can sit on or use to grab a quick meal or drink, just like the one that comes with Outdoor Retreat, as well as a pretty cool new guitar and a rather nice piano, plus a heap of string lights that are great for decorating with. You'll also gain access to a range of retail shelves that can be used to sell things at a business, with the cool display case also keeping cooked goods fresh and making them take significantly longer to spoil. Finally, it has 2 new collections, one which features art that's tweaked to be goofy or feature raccoons, and these can be purchased from Trashly after finding her in her alleyway within the Iverstad neighborhood, usually at nighttime. Note that often you'll need to buy and open her boxes to obtain them. Another collection features bike parts that can make for some cool decorations, and these are obtained by choosing to clean the canal at fishing spots within Nordhaven. Plus, if you collect all 28 bike parts, you'll get a voucher that can be redeemed to obtain the Dream Drifter bike, which is pretty cute. And that's a look at 5 objects from the Business and Hobbies expansion pack that you need to start using, plus a very quick look over a range of other objects from the pack. If you enjoyed or found this helpful, then you can also check out some of my other videos on objects you need if that interests you. And as always, I hope you have an amazing day. See you later!